Hey, it's Julie Salant. How are you? Hey, I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys today. I'm an intuitive healer. This is a very honest video from me to you. So many of you know that I'm an intuitive healer, but you don't actually know what I do. And I talk to so many people on a daily basis who are very disconnected from their hearts for one reason, and I'll show you why. This. So what I do is I'm a seer, I'm a light worker, I'm a channeler. I can talk to people that have passed over, although that's not my forte. What I do basically is I help people reconnect to their hearts to figure out what their gifts are and figure out what their soul's journey is. Basically, what I'm here to do is help you get your crap together so you can figure out why you're here. And I do it from a personal experience because for so many years, professionally, I struggled. I actually was looking at a picture today that I had of my mother, and this was a long time ago. And I was dressed the way she wanted me to be dressed, right? I was a people pleaser, a perfectionist people pleaser. I always wanted to help everybody, make them feel comfortable, even if I was self-sacrificing myself. So I would basically mold myself into ever what you wanted me to be to make you happy. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there who can probably understand family pressures like that. And that's not the way to go, I can tell you. So for years, I just disregarded my gifts. I've been this way my entire life. I've always been able to speak to animals. I've always been able to see a human. I can look at you and I can see what blocks you have, where you're blocked, if you can't get your truth out, if you're disconnected from your heart. And I can take that out, that negative energy, and put some source spirit light back into you and make everything connect and run for you. But today, what I want to do is just give you a couple of pointers on how to reconnect to your heart. We live in a crazy world, guys. I talk to people from all over the world, from England, from India, from Italy, all over the place, and all here in the US too. And everybody's having a hard time. All the countries are going crazy. Everybody's lost their shit, basically, us included. But this could be the perfect time for you to level up. And what I mean by that is take this as an opportunity, right? Take this as an opportunity to change your mind, maybe learn something different, and see your life in a new perspective. And that perspective is something that's seriously valuable and going to help you, right? So to listen to your heart, what you need to do is put all your gadgets away, all right? Your iPads, your phone, your earbuds, everything. And listen to your heart, right? It's not about a deep meditation. If you can't do that, that's okay. I'm not one of those people. I need tunes to meditate, but it's just about chilling out, right? Maybe go in nature, go for a walk, sit down, go by the ocean, go wherever you feel comfortable and happy. Find that happy place, or even in your house, and ask yourself some of these questions. I wrote a few things down. One is, do I like where I am? This could be personal. This could be professionally. This could be physically. This could be spiritually. Because here's a big secret, guys. Everything's connected. Your mind, your body, your spirit, all connected. Each sector of your life needs to be looked at, have attention. Think of it as a plant. They all need watering. So if you're going out every day and you're channeling like I do and you're working on your spirituality and how to be a better human and be better at your craft, which is great, if you're not working out or you're not talking to your family, that's a problem and your life will suffer. So asking these questions like, do I like where I am? And then, do I know what I want to be? Do I know what I want to change? And if you do know what you want to change, how are you going to get there? I woke up one day. I used to live in a very cold climate, and I'm a hot weather person. I like the beach. I hated my job. I hated everything. I hated where I lived. I hated the snow. I hated my commute. I was like, why am I here? Life is too short. I lived so many years in a place that I hated. It was beautiful, but it was too cold for me. I didn't like the job I was in. I wasn't using my gifts, and I wasn't flourishing. I was just surviving. And life is too short, you guys. You got to thrive. So ask yourself, tune into your heart and ask yourself these questions. Do I like where I am? Do I know what my next step is? Do I know how I'm going to get there? Do I know what I want to change? And then the biggest one is, What's my challenge? What's blocking me? What is it? And I always ask this question. You can ask this yourself if you're guides. Just ask them to tell you, what am I not seeing? What am I missing here that I'm not seeing? And here's the second tip. The way to do that is to take a bird's eye view. So here's the thing. You've lived your life, your whole life, a certain way, with certain belief systems intact. You look at things one way. To change that, you need to look at your life in a different way. And to do that, you need a new perspective. To understand how to do that, you need to take a bird's eye view. And so what I'd like to encourage you to do would be to look at your life from the top down, okay? So in other words, instead of being in the mud, in doing all these things that you do on a daily basis, look upwards. How would you describe your life to somebody? If I asked you today, how would you describe your life? Daily, like hourly. Oh, I went to the store, I had to run some errands, I had to go to the barn, I had to work on my business. That means ABC. Look at it from a higher perspective and then see where you might be, tip number 3, self-sabotaging. I self-sabotage my entire professional life. You are looking at one person who knows all about self-sabotage. Self-sabotage, here's what happened. I moved 6 different years to 6 different schools. So I was always uprooted, and that includes in and out of the country. So what that means is that I always had to fight every day to be accepted because I was always the new person. I was always different. And after about 8 months, people finally, I finally got in with people, they understood me, and then I knew I'd have to move again. What did I do? All the people that were my friends, they would all say goodbye, and then I go on to the next school. This was 6 or 7 years in a row, right? What that meant to me professionally was, as soon as things started going good, I felt like the rug's gonna be pulled out from underneath me. I'm gonna have to move again. And so instead of waiting for them to do it, I did it myself. I would just self-sabotage. All of a sudden, I wouldn't be interested in my job anymore. I do get bored very quickly, I'll tell you that. But you have to recognize your patterns, where you're self-sabotaging. And guys, if you open your heart to family, to close friends, to people, and you tell them and put your heart out there and say, you know what, this really bothers me. Or how can we fix this? How can we be more truthful with each other? How can we up-level this? How can we start over? How can we press restart? Take the time to listen to that person because they're trying to give you an insight into their heart space. And this is what's bothering them. If you don't listen and ignore it and keep going on as if you never heard it, it makes the other person feel small and then feel like, maybe I shouldn't have opened up to that person because they didn't get it. They didn't care to get it. So get out of your own stuff. Take a higher bird's eye view of your life and understand where you might be self-sabotaging, and then fix those patterns. Maybe you need to adopt a new way of looking at things. Maybe there are opportunities right in front of you that you didn't even know you had, or there's low-hanging fruit that you could go create, make changes, make new acquaintances, help other people that will help you back at one point or another. So my 3 tips again: tune into your heart space, ask yourself the questions. These are hard questions. Do I like where I am? Do I know where I want to be? Do I know how I want to get there? And if you don't, map it out. Just make a list. Keep it super simple, not hard. What do you want? Spiritually, physically, emotionally? Who do you want to be with? What do you want to accomplish? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? It's not all about the money. It's about what your heart wants and what your gifts are. Because here's the biggest thing of all. You have got to use your gifts. Your gifts are there to help other people, to help this whole world. That's a mess right now. We need you guys. Tell me, I'm a light bringer. I go up to the realms, I bring light back down to the earth. That may not resonate with some of you, and that's okay. But your work is just as important. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're creative. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher. It doesn't matter if you go build things every day. Your work's important. Your gifts are important because what you've been through can help other people. That's the way it works. So you're taking your pain and you're turning it into a power, right? You're taking something that really hurt you and making it powerful to help other people. So I took all my gifts and I help people reconnect to their hearts. Because if I can save you from going through what I went through and self-sabotaging, win-win for everybody. Totally win-win. So tune into your heart space, ask yourself those questions, take a bird's eye view, ask yourself, where am I self-sabotaging? What can I change? And then make a plan, right? And make it easy. Make it doable, you guys. Don't make it hard. Please don't make it hard. It's so simple. But then you got to take action every day. So I hope this helped you. I felt really compelled to put this out today. I felt like some of you could really use it. I know for us in the US, we're going into the 4th of July. Everybody's off work. But I know in my heart that a lot of people struggle with this heart space. What are my gifts? What am I here to do? I feel like I'm dying every day and nobody can hear me. I feel alone. I feel afraid. Nobody understands me. I self-sabotage every day and I don't know how to stop. And that's because you're in an old pattern. You need to get out of it and break it, and you're not listening to your heart. And I want you to know, if you're trying to people please other people, it can be a spouse, it can be parents, eventually you'll have to break out of that because you need to be your own person. That's it. You know, if you just got to be you, because the world needs what you have, because you are an amazing, gifted, talented person. And if there are negative people in your life, you got to get rid of them. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to soar with the eagles. I'm not going to be down here on the ground with pigeons. I'm not doing that. So just think about it. I'm here to support you. I love you guys. And I hope this video helped you. If you want to book a session with me, click the link down below. And remember, you know, have a light heart. Life is short. Figure out who you are. If you need help with that, let me know. Reach out to me. And in the meantime, have a great 4th. All right, guys. Take care.